What happens when the pursuit of beauty becomes a deadly obsession? What if I told you there's a woman who removed 6 ribs just to have the smallest waist possible, or a man who spent over $800,000 trying to become a real-life Ken doll, only to nearly die from infections? Today, we're diving deep into the most shocking beauty transformations that went horribly wrong. Stories of people who risked everything, including their lives, chasing an impossible dream of perfection. From industrial-grade silicone injections to self-administered procedures learned from YouTube tutorials, these aren't just makeover stories. They're cautionary tales about what happens when beauty obsession crosses the line into dangerous territory. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because you won't believe how far some people will go for beauty. Pixie Fox, the rib-removing risk-taker. Pixie Fox took body modification to a terrifying extreme when she surgically removed 6 ribs to achieve an 18-inch waist. After spending $200,000 on procedures including butt lifts, liposuction, rhinoplasty, breast augmentation, and cheek fillers, even daily corset wearing wasn't enough to satisfy her obsession with having the world's tiniest waist. The rib removal represented a point of no return, permanently altering her skeletal structure in ways that could never be undone. What makes Pixie's story particularly striking is her unwavering belief in personal choice and bodily autonomy, framing her extreme modifications as expressions of individual freedom. Her transformation challenges society's limits on personal expression, while raising serious questions about medical ethics and procedures that serve no health benefit, but carry significant risks to vital organs. Mi-oku, the cooking oil catastrophe. Mi-oku's story represents plastic surgery's most tragic cautionary tale. A beautiful South Korean model whose quest for perfect skin led to permanent disfigurement. When doctors refused additional silicone injections due to safety concerns, Hang's desperation drove her to seek black market solutions that would destroy her life. Unable to obtain medical-grade silicone, she began injecting industrial silicone into her face, the same substance used to seal bathroom tiles. When that became unavailable, she made the devastating decision to inject cooking oil directly into her facial tissue. The results were catastrophic. Her face swelled to grotesque proportions, becoming so distorted that her own parents couldn't recognize her. Despite over 10 corrective procedures removing 60 grams of foreign substances from her face, Hang never recovered her original appearance, becoming a national tragedy in South Korea. Michael Jackson, the king of pop's endless transformation. Michael Jackson's transformation remains one of entertainment's most complex stories, beginning with a single rhinoplasty in 1979 and evolving into an estimated 100 procedures over his lifetime. What started as medical necessity became an addiction to surgical perfection that fundamentally altered his identity. Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked with Jackson's surgeons, revealed the shocking frequency. Sometimes a dozen surgeries every 2 months. The king of pop underwent rhinoplasty, cheek implants, eyelid surgery, chin clefts, and skin lightening treatments that transformed him into someone virtually unrecognizable from the young man who captivated the world. Jackson's story reflects America's complicated relationship with race, identity, and celebrity. His changing appearance sparked debates beyond cosmetic surgery, touching on painful questions about self-acceptance in a society with narrow beauty standards. The tragedy isn't just losing his original face, but that his artistic genius became overshadowed by speculation about his appearance. April Brown, the industrial silicone disaster. April Brown's story illustrates the deadly consequences of seeking cheap cosmetic procedures. A successful beauty salon owner who dreamed of having a fuller butt, April made a decision that would cost her limbs and nearly her life. Seeking affordable buttock enhancement, April turned to an unlicensed practitioner who injected what she believed was medical-grade silicone. Instead, she received industrial-grade silicone, the same substance used for sealing tiles, directly into her buttocks. The foreign material triggered a massive, life-threatening infection that spread throughout her body. To save her life, doctors were forced to amputate April's limbs over 27 surgeries. Rather than let tragedy define her, April transformed her experience into advocacy, warning others about unregulated cosmetic procedures. Her story embodies resilience, finding strength and purpose even in unimaginable loss, turning personal catastrophe into a mission to protect others from similar fates. Rodrigo Alves, Jessica Alves, The $1 Million Transformation. Rodrigo Alves spent over $800,000 pursuing the perfect Ken doll appearance, a journey that began with teenage bullying and nearly ended with death from surgical complications. Starting with a gynecomastia procedure at 17, Rodrigo became addicted to transformation, undergoing countless surgeries to achieve plastic perfection. His quest for the ideal nose led to multiple rhinoplasties that caused a life-threatening infection. Doctors warned the infection could spread to his heart, putting his life in immediate danger. Diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder, Rodrigo's story took an unexpected turn when he transitioned to become Jessica Alves. Jessica's transformation represents more than cosmetic surgery. It's about finding authentic self-expression after years of chasing an impossible masculine ideal. Her journey from Ken doll obsession to gender transition illustrates how the pursuit of external perfection sometimes masks deeper questions about identity and self-acceptance, finally finding peace through embracing feminine identity. Jedlica, The Human Ken's Extreme Makeover. Jedlica has invested over $1 million and undergone more than 1,000 procedures to become the world's most famous human Ken doll, starting at just 18 years old. His fascination began at 13 while watching Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, viewing plastic surgery as the ultimate symbol of success and wealth. His extensive modifications include multiple nose jobs, shoulder augmentation, tricep enhancement, and buttock sculpting. One of his most expensive procedures was a $115,000 hair transplant. Justin even had a vein in his forehead corrected because he felt it made him resemble Julia Roberts, showing his obsessive attention to detail. What makes Justin's story uniquely American is his entrepreneurial approach to transformation. He's leveraged his extreme appearance into reality TV appearances, including Men of West Hollywood, turning his body into a business venture. His story embodies the American dream taken to its extreme, literally becoming anything you want with enough money and determination. Dennis Avner, The Catman's Spiritual Journey. Dennis Avner, known as Stalking Cat, dedicated his life to becoming a living tiger through 14 surgeries and extensive body modifications. Unlike vanity-driven transformations, Dennis's journey was deeply spiritual, inspired by shamans who told him to follow his animal spirit. His modifications included elaborate tattoos replicating tiger fur, subdermal implants for texture, a flattened nose, pointed ears, and even a robotic tail. Dennis held the Guinness World Record for most permanent body modifications to resemble an animal, but his transformation was about spiritual connection rather than breaking records. Dennis's story challenges assumptions about extreme body modification, showing how some transformations stem from genuine spiritual beliefs rather than mental illness or attention-seeking. His tiger-like appearance earned him appearances on Larry King Live, but he emphasized his motivation was honoring his spiritual connection to tigers. Tragically, Dennis took his own life in 2012, leaving questions about whether his physical transformation brought the spiritual peace he sought. Cindy Jackson, The Record-Breaking Perfectionist. Cindy Jackson appears completely natural at age 62, looking younger than she did in her 20s, the result of 14 major surgeries and 47 non-surgical treatments that once earned her the Guinness World Record for most cosmetic procedures. Her transformation began at 21 when she used her father's inheritance to address lifelong insecurities. What started as modest changes became an obsession. Cindy underwent 3 liposuctions, 2 facelifts, 2 eye lifts, 2 nose jobs, chin reduction, and countless Botox treatments, fillers, and chemical peels. She maintained a regular surgical schedule for decades, getting procedures every few months. Unlike many extreme transformation stories ending in tragedy, Cindy turned her experience into a successful career as a cosmetic surgery consultant, helping celebrities achieve natural-looking results. Her story represents the rare case where plastic surgery obsession evolved into professional expertise, embodying the entrepreneurial spirit of taking personal experience and building a business around it. Blondie Bennett, the mind-altering Barbie. Blondie Bennett took Barbie obsession to its most disturbing extreme, not only transforming her body to resemble the iconic doll, but actually undergoing hypnosis to reduce her cognitive abilities and make herself dumber. Her quest to become a living Barbie went beyond physical appearance into dangerous psychological territory. After multiple surgeries to achieve Barbie's proportions and spending thousands on Barbie-like clothing and hairstyles, Blondie decided her transformation was incomplete because she was still too intelligent. She deliberately sought hypnosis to reduce her mental capacity, hoping to achieve the vacant, doll-like mindset she associated with Barbie. Blondie claimed the hypnosis was successful, expressing satisfaction with her simplified state of mind and becoming more forgetful and less capable of complex thought. Her story raises profound ethical questions about the limits of personal transformation and whether anyone should assist people in deliberately diminishing their cognitive abilities, representing the darkest interpretation of impossible beauty standards. Rachel Napier, the Instagram bargain gone wrong. Rachel Napier's story serves as a terrifying warning about bargain cosmetic procedures advertised on social media. Dreaming of Kardashian-like lips but unable to afford professional treatment, the 29-year-old opted for a $220 Botox and filler party advertised on Instagram, a decision that nearly cost her the use of her lips permanently. The unqualified practitioner mistakenly injected filler into an artery instead of muscle tissue, causing Rachel's lips to swell to 4 times their normal size. The swelling spread to her nose, and she described her appearance as monstrous, as blocked blood flow put her lips at risk of permanent damage and tissue death. Rachel's emergency hospital treatment required immediate intervention to restore blood flow and reverse the damage. She endured 3 months of pain before her lips returned to normal. Her story reflects the dangerous intersection of social media marketing and unregulated procedures, where influencer culture meets medical intervention without proper oversight, showing devastating consequences of choosing price over safety. These 10 stories reveal the dark underbelly of our beauty-obsessed culture, where the promise of perfection can lead to permanent disfigurement, financial ruin, and even death. Each person began their journey with hopes and dreams, wanting to look better, feel more confident, or express their true identity. But somewhere along the way, the pursuit of beauty became more dangerous than the perceived flaws they were trying to fix. What unites these stories is the uniquely American belief that transformation is always possible, that we can remake ourselves into anything we want with enough determination and money. But they also show the limits of that promise, the point where self-improvement becomes self-destruction, where the cure becomes worse than the disease. These aren't just cautionary tales about plastic surgery gone wrong. They're stories about mental health, about the pressure society places on appearance, about the predatory industry that profits from insecurity, and about the importance of self-acceptance in a world that constantly tells us we're not enough. Before making any decisions about cosmetic procedures, remember these stories. Seek qualified professionals, prioritize your health over your appearance, and remember that true beauty comes from confidence and self-acceptance, qualities that no surgeon can create. What shocked you most about these transformation stories? Have you ever considered extreme procedures to change your appearance? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our culture.